Some news coming in. Cricketer Virat Kohli is in another controversy after apparently abusing a senior Indian journalist after practice. Virat Kohli later apologized through another journalist for a case of mistaken identity. So another case of Virat Kohli landing himself in a controversy over here. The latest being that of abusing a senior journalist. Remember, the cricket team is involved in the World Cup right now. There's a large contingent of journalists from this country and elsewhere covering it. And he apparently seems to have had a spat with the senior journalist and later apologized to that journalist through another journalist. We'll try and get you some more details on this, but Virat Kohli has, in the last few weeks, been involved in a string of controversies. And we'll try and get you some more. In fact, Shobit joins us from the newsroom. Shobit, what really happened in this case of apparent abuse of a senior journalist?
You're absolutely right, Jujar. This incident occurred today during and after the Indian team's practice at Perth. This incident started, first of all, when the Indian team was practicing, and it continued. Kohli's spat with the journalist continued even after practice. Now, what sources have told us is that this was a case of mistaken identity. First of all, Virat shot off some Hindi expletives at the journalist, aimed at the journalist, and later, when confronted by the journalist, Virat Kohli realized it was a case of mistaken identity, and he claims that the abuse was aimed at another journalist, in fact, and not at this particular journalist. So he later apologized. But the fact remains that Virat Kohli his anger got out of his hands, and sources tell us that this was aimed at a journalist that had broken the story about Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma actually during last year's tour of England, and that had got Virat Kohli bugged. And